Are you thinking about trying a GLP-1 medication? You must watch this before you get started. Hi, my name is Sandy Sinden, and in this video, I'm going to share with you a little bit about my journey. I'm going to give you the real talk of what you need to know as you get started. Let's start with the adjustment period. When you first get started, your body kind of needs to get adjusted to this idea of this new thing coming into your body. Now, when I got started, I did really well. Everybody starts at a low dosage of about 2.5, and I really didn't have too many problems. I will say I had myself more worked up because I've been hearing all this stuff of all these things people, have had happen. So I was sort of expecting that, but I didn't encounter that. I had a very little bit of nausea. I definitely wasn't hungry and needed to make sure that I was taking care of eating. So I've heard people say it makes me want to throw up if I eat. I wasn't like that, but what I did find is that I was eating healthier and smaller things. Probably the biggest side effect that I've seen is my digestive tract not working. So you do need to make sure that you're getting a lot of water in, and you need to be getting a lot of fiber in. You can also add things like magnesium into your diet, which is good for you anyway, and that will help with getting the digestive tract. Now, when I bumped up from the 2.5 to the 5.0, I will tell you that my body did not like it. I had a pretty bad reaction, got very, very sick from it. Now, I could have just said, you know what, this doesn't work for me, I'm done, I'm not going to do this. But what I decided to do is I bumped back down to my original dosage, and I've been on that the entire time, and I have lost 21 pounds, and I've lost 21 inches. Will I go up to the higher? Probably not all the way to the 5.0. I'm going to gradually work my way there. Part of this journey is really beginning to know your body and what works and what doesn't. I know that my body is overly sensitive, and so things tend to react. My friend, she's all the way up, I think she's at 7.5 already, and has had really no problems. She's had a couple little bits of nausea, but nothing really terrible. So everyone's going to be different in what they experience. Other people, they have nothing. They don't have nausea, none of those side effects. You also need to be aware of any emotional and mindset shifts that you might feel as you're going through this. Some people feel like they're cheating because they're using this tool to help them, but that's not the case. This is just a tool. What it's allowing you to do is work on your lifestyle changes so that you can live that way moving forward. Because if you go back to what you're doing, the weight's all going to come on. Just like while you're taking the shot, if you eat bad, you're not going to lose weight. It doesn't just drop off the weight because you're, taking the shot. You have to do the things. You have to do the strength training, the eating right, the drinking the water in order for you to see success. If you're exploring GLP-1s or you're just getting started and you want to feel a bit more confident and kind of know everything, I've created a GLP resource guide that is free. If you just put the word GLP-1 below, we'll send that right over to you. So what has helped me be successful with this? One is consistency. You have to be consistently eating the right things, getting 30 grams of protein in with each meal, a minimum of 70 to 90 grams of protein a day. You need to be drinking at least 8-ounce glasses of water, preferably more, but that's at a minimum. And you need to be doing your strength training 3 times a week. Those are probably the top 3 key things that I would say have been the difference for me having success. And what's been so beautiful is because I don't have the food noise and I don't have the cravings, it's been so much easier to focus on those things. I've also started working on my mindset around food and looking at food as fuel instead of looking at it so much as my pleasure and my social. That's, I think, part of the problem that we have is we start to see food not as the fuel that just resources our body, but as this thing that creates pleasure for us. And that's not really the intention. The intention of food is no different than the gasoline that we put in our car to get our car to move. It's to make us move. The better gasoline we put in, the better we move. The worse gasoline, then we don't move so well. A couple of the top mistakes I made when I got started was skipping meals, especially on a shot day. Not a good idea. That will cause nausea. So make sure that you're getting enough calories in, because if your body thinks it's starving, it's not going to lose weight. And for me, that's been a problem even before GLP-1. So some people don't have that problem necessarily on a GLP-1, but if you do, eat smaller meals. Instead of, maybe you're used to having 3 big meals, eat 4 to 6 smaller meals. Just make sure that you're getting the protein, the fiber, you're getting good carbs, clean carbs, and you're getting veggies in there. Like I said, GLP-1 is not this magic bullet, but it is a tool that will help you work on your lifestyle changes. It will help get your body back moving the way it should, getting your metabolism going, working with your insulin resistance, working with your blood sugar. That way you can focus on what's really important, which is learning to eat right, to include, and this was a hard one for me, enough protein, getting enough water in your body, moving, and doing your strength training. That's what it is meant for. GLP-1 is meant to be that tool that helps you with these other areas. So if you're looking to get started, do your research, make sure that you know everything that you need to know about it so that you feel good about your decision. And then don't listen to what everybody else's opinions are. It's really what's right for you. And if you haven't seen my first video, I talk all about peptides and weight loss and how they work together. So I'd go back to the first video called The Best Peptides to Lose Weight.